I have 3 handsome and dashing husbands. Everyone in the kingdom knew I was the female spoiled badly by her mates. The finest food, the softest pelts, yet I snapped at them over nothing. I did as I pleased, for I was loved, and I knew it. Then a stranger she-wolf came to the kingdom. Where I was sharp and difficult, she was warm and bright, and every male noticed. Within days, unmated males lingered outside her door, falling over themselves to do her favors. Yet she leaned on no one. She raised her pup alone and built a life from nothing. Gradually, my first mate Kale found me unbearable. When he left, the other 2 stood at my side and raged on my behalf.
This is your choice, Kale. Don't you dare come crawling back to Sierra later.
Not long after, my second mate Red left too. I looked at Zane and felt my throat tighten.
Zane, do you think I have a bad temper too?
He ruffled my hair.
Stop overthinking it. They're the ones who don't know what they have.
Then one evening, I watched him shift into tiger form and trail close behind Lyra. Head low, eyes soft, silently begging her to touch him. I turned and ran, stumbling all the way to my father's hall.
Dad, cancel the selection. I'll marry into the Merk clan.
Have you lost your mind? That's the Merk clan. Every other female prays not to be chosen, and you're volunteering to go?
My eyes stung as I twisted the hem of my dress tightly. The Merk clan had no females of their own. Each year, they relied on marriages with land clans to continue their bloodline. Unlike land males, Mer males were powerful, but fiercely possessive. They never shared their mates with anyone. Yet, no female wanted to live on those damp, cold islands.
Did they
do something to you again?
Don't! Dad, please, don't! Please stop fighting for me!
When Kale and Red left, I'd run to him in tears. That Omega, Lyra, had been moved farther and farther away, but they still never came back. The coldness in their eyes when they left still made me tremble.
Sierra, stop bullying others. Lyra did nothing wrong, yet you nearly got her driven out.
Without your father's crown, what exactly do you have?
I can't believe I ever loved someone like you.
That night, I clung to Zane, the only one who stayed, and cried until I passed out. But now, even he was gone. In the silence, Dad let out a long sigh.
You are my only daughter, Sierra. I hate to let you go so far away, but I can't bear to see you wronged either. The selection is in 3 days. Think it over and come back to me, okay?
I stepped out of the king's hall. Zane was waiting outside. He leaned against the doorpost, held a small yellow flower, staring at it quietly. I knew that flower. He'd begged it from Lyra earlier, tail wagging. When he saw me, he hid the flower. His eyes curved into a smile.
Sierra?
I wiped my eyes and walked straight past him.
Sierra, where are you going?
I didn't answer. I didn't look back. After a few steps, the footsteps behind me stopped. I spun around sharply. Zane stood far away. He frowned, carefully protecting the small yellow flower from the wind. My heart skipped a beat. I shouted at him angrily.
Zane! Why aren't you coming?
Clanmates nearby turned to stare. He only lifted his eyes slightly. The sunset stretched his shadow long. Panic rose in my chest. I stamped my foot, gritted my teeth, and started toward him. But then he spoke.
Sierra, after today, I won't be walking you home anymore.
He turned and walked towards Lyra's house. Winter was coming, and I was standing outside in a thin layer of clothing, pale as I watched Zane step out. The chamber was empty. The fire Zane lit that morning still crackled. I tried to add wood, but a spark burned my hand, a sting that made me almost pout until reality hit. No one was here to care for me anymore. My nails dug into my palms. I jumped up and ran outside. Every step echoed my panic. Finally, I knocked on that door, messy and breathless. But it wasn't Zane who answered. Kale froze when he saw me. His eyes scanned my wounds, and an unfamiliar emotion flickered across his face.
What are you doing here?
He was my first bonded mate. When he was still beside me, he'd scold me for running recklessly, for getting hurt, then follow me, clean up every mess I left behind. He never held back his sharp words, but after each cold look, his thumb brushed away my tears, his clumsy kisses igniting warmth I pretended not to feel. I didn't meet his gaze. Instead, I stared anxiously inside. Kale's hand on the door tightened. He let out a cold laugh, a shiver in the air.
Zane, looks like you didn't clean up well enough. She followed the trail straight here. What if Lyra finds out?
Winter was coming, and I stood outside, pale and trembling. The wind cut into my skin like shards of ice as I watched Zane step out. His clothes were messy, hair disheveled, a fresh bite mark stark against his neck. He glanced impatiently at KL, then at me. Irritation flared in his eyes, sending chills down my spine. I stepped back involuntarily. Suddenly, a warm blanket enveloped me. I looked up. KL's jaw was tight, tense. Zane stepped in front of me, his familiar, gentle look returning.
Sierra? What happened to you?
Zay, I won't beg for those little red pups from beyond the mountains anymore. I won't complain that your fur isn't soft enough. I won't cling to you and chatter when you're tired. I'll only have you as my mate from now on. I don't want anyone else. Please don't leave me alone, okay?
Oblivious to KL's darkening expression beside me, Zane listened, but his gaze drifted to my scraped, bleeding knees.
You promised you'd stay with me forever. Zane, you can't break your word.
But I grabbed only air. Zane pulled his hand away.
It's cold outside. Let's go in first.
A woman loses her mates and faces a tough choice. What's next? Find out the suspenseful story. Go back to the homepage for more episodes.